pretty bad at doing intros, so I'm just going to get right into this tutorial. So to prime my face, I'm going to be using MAC's Natural Radiance Primer, and then I'm going to add a little bit of Estee Lauder's Bronze Goddess. It's supposed to be a liquid bronzer, but clearly I don't need bronzer. I just like the glow that it gives, so that's why I use it. I'm going to take a little bit of the Natural Radiance and a little bit of the bronzing liquid, mix them together, and then I'm going to use this as my primer. I've already moisturized my skin. Next, I'm going to get into color correcting, and I'm going to be using MAC's Peach Lustre highlighting pen. I've had this pen for, wait a minute, what is this? I've had this pen for a while, and I never really liked it, but I think I didn't like it because I didn't know what I was doing with it. So all I'm doing is putting it over the areas where I have hyperpigmentation, and then I'm going to put it underneath my eyes. I'm going to just blend everything out. I'm not going to do it perfectly because it really doesn't matter what it looks like underneath because you're going to cover everything anyways. Okay, for my foundation, I'm using MAC's Face and Body in C9. For every day, you don't necessarily need a full coverage foundation. It's not always necessary to use full coverage. Because I was wearing full coverage foundation every single day, my skin was not having it. So I really had to look into foundations that were a little lighter. Really changed a lot about my skincare routine, and so now I can get away with using a sheer foundation. So the stippling brush that I'm using is from Sonia Kashuk, and I find that this particular stippling brush helps blend my makeup the best, or I'm sorry, it helps blend the face and body the best. Now that the face is complete, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Creamy Concealer in Caramel, and I'm going to begin mapping out the areas that I want to highlight on my face. I plan on doing an updated foundation routine. There's a lot of stuff that I just had to cut out of my makeup routine because it was just taking me way too long to do my makeup. If you're just starting out learning how to highlight and contour, I would not get a shade that's this light. I have avoided this concealer for a really long time because I thought it was just way too light. And a tip for anybody who is learning how to highlight and contour, it is so much easier to build up your highlight than to initially start off with something that's super duper light. I don't know why I add concealer here. I really don't. So I'm going to be taking Laura Mercier's setting powder. I think this is the translucent one. Yeah, the translucent setting powder. And I'm going to take it on my beauty blender, and I'm going to pack this underneath my eye until it is 100% into the skin. For my setting powder for the rest of the face that I didn't highlight, I'm going to be using Clinique's Stay Matte Sheer Pressed Powder in Nutmeg. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush. I think this is like a crown brush. And I'm just going to press this on into the other parts of my skin that I didn't highlight. If you feel like anything is like too harsh, like if you feel like the line of demarcation here is a little too harsh, you can always go in with this brush and kind of blend it out. So I know in one of my other videos I used the Mineralize Skinfinish in Dark Deep to set my face. Well, I don't know if it's just because it's winter or if I just didn't know my right shade, but Dark Deep is too dark for me now. So I actually use it as my bronzer contour color, if you will. And so I'm gonna take the Mineralize Skinfinish in Dark Deep, and I'm going to use this to contour my face. I'm going to take that Dark Deep Mineralized Skinfinish again, and I'm just going to put this into my crease. I'm going to be taking Blunt by MAC, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line to kind of help me smoke it out just a little bit. For my mascara, I'm going to be using Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. You can either leave the look like this or you can add some lashes, and I'm gonna add some lashes. Lashes that I'm gonna be wearing are by Broadway. There are the dollar lashes. They're always like 99 cents, and these are the Demi Wispies. I also like the Wispies. I feel like they mimic the look of like lash extensions, and that's kind of the look that I'm going for. Okay, so I applied the lashes. I may have to readjust some things, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the face. For my highlighter, I'm gonna be using MAC's Extra Dimension Skinfinish in Chapter Gold. Honestly, I don't even know where I'd be without this highlighter. I love this highlighter so much. I could bathe in this highlighter. It's everything. I really like layering my highlighter. So the next highlighter I'm going to be using is MAC's Gold Deposit, another favorite of mine. For my inner tear duct, I'm going to be using Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics. The honest truth about this highlighter is I don't really like wearing it alone. It looks better on top of a gold highlighter. To me, on me, it doesn't look good on its own. But I do really like using it as an inner tear duct highlighting color. And I like to put it on top of Chapter Gold. I feel like the two together really are nice. Don't have a lot of time and you want to have that highlighted effect without having to bake. I think that using an actual highlighting powder with light reflecting particles in it are going to be your best bet. So lately I've been using Warm Light by MAC. I know that there's like a peachy colored shade that Anastasia Beverly Hills has. I think that it's like orange or peaches and cream, one of the two. If you get one of those colors, it's probably cheaper if you just buy that on its own, but it's gonna give you that highlighted effect without you having to pack on a whole bunch of setting powder. So this is the little sculpting duo that I got from MAC, and I'm gonna take Warm Light again on that fluffy blending brush by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just going to use circular motions and put this underneath the eye. You don't really need to use a lot, and you don't really need to use like packing motions. I find it's easier when I use circular motions just to kind of blend everything in. Okay, so the very final thing I have to do are my lips. I was gonna go for a nude lip color, but I think I'm just gonna go for something that's like pinkish. So I'm taking MAC's Plum Lip Liner. For my lipstick, I'm going to be using Mare, or I don't know what it is. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even think anybody knows how to pronounce it, but I'm going to use it. And then as a final step, I'm going to put MAC's Speight Lip Gloss on top. Then to set my face, I'm going to be using Urban Decay's De-Slick, my favorite. So this is the completed look. This is how everything will look like when you're finished. It takes me 20 minutes only because I put lashes on. If you don't put lashes on, I think that you will be good to go. I hope that you guys find this tutorial very helpful. I'm getting closer to 1,000 subscribers, which is something that I didn't think that was going to be possible. I just started my channel just for fun. I didn't really have any expectations, but the fact that I am growing and you know, there are people who follow me and who actually enjoy what I do, I'm really excited, and I hope that once I hit 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers, I can have a giveaway. So thank you so much for the love and support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.